Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to use for loops in Java. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, let's first talk about what a for loop is. A for loop repeats a task for a limited amount of times, and that is set by the user. So we have a for loop here. So the first thing you do is you initialize a variable to any number you'd like, and then you set the amount of times it will run for here. Then after that, you increase the variable you created here by any number. So in this case, it's 1. So let's do an example. So let's say we do 4. We start off with that, and then we initialize a variable. So let's do int I equals 0. Okay. And let's say I want this to run for 7 times. So I would do I less than 7, and then I plus plus, so it can increase the variable by 1. Okay, now let's put in anything. So let's do a print statement, do hello. Okay, now let's run this. As you can see, it printed out hello exactly 7 times because I first initialized the variable here, right, at 0. Then I did, while I is less than 7, it'll increase I by 1. So first it runs this, and then when it's done running, it'll increase this variable by 1. And when that's increased and this is true, it'll run it again. And then once this reaches 7, this is no longer true, so it'll stop running. Okay. Now instead of initializing this to 0, let's do 2. Right? So instead of starting at 0, it'll start at 2, which means that when it increases, it'll increase to 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's run this. As you can see, it prints out only 5 times because I limited the starting variable number. Right. So now if we set this to 6, this will run 4 times. This will increase by 1. But if I do, instead of I plus plus, if I do I equals I plus 2, right? This will now run 3 times because instead of increasing this by 1, it will increase by 2. So you first have 2, then you have 4 because it increases by 2 again, and then it'll turn to 6, and then it'll no longer run because since 6 is not less than 6, this will only run like 2 times. As you can see, it ran 2 times here. Because since this increases to 6 after the second instance, this is no longer true, so it will no longer run the code inside the for loop. Now with for loops, you can also use these to take inputs from scanner. So let's say I create a scanner up here. I do scanner scan equals new scanner system.in. Okay, I have a scanner. So now inside my for loop, I can put in enter a number, and then I can do something like scan dot next int, right? And as you can see, when I run this, it asks me to enter a number, so I'll enter 3, and then I'll enter another number. And as you can see, the code ends, and this only runs 2 times, again because of this condition up here. So yeah. Thank you for watching.